Hi, everybody. I'm ringing in the holiday season. We're now in December. And in December, we have lots of holidays. We have Hanukkah, we have Christmas, we have Kwanzaa, and you might even just have a birthday this month. I know my daughter Misha has a birthday in December. So there's lots of things to celebrate in December, and it doesn't have to be a holiday because like we said last time, every day is a day of thanks. So we're going to be happy and we're just going to enjoy this season, all right? Because it's the most wonderful time of the year. All right. Parents, today we're going to read two little books. And the first book, we're going to be making predictions. Making predictions. And the first prediction is the name of the book. The name of the book is Who Sank the Boat? I wonder who sank the boat. Now, let's see. Both of those animals look pretty heavy there. Looks like both of them could sink a boat. Well, the author and the illustrator is Pamela Allen, and Paper Star is the distributor. It's the publisher. Who sank the boat? All right, let's look at this picture. I see a lake, and there's a pier out where the lake is. And then right at the end of the pier or the dock, you'll see a little boat. It's a rowboat. A rowboat is a boat that you have to row or make it move with the oars on the side. The paddles, we call those oars, all right? And that would make the boat move. All right, so let's find out about this little boat. And I see a little house right there. I don't know whose house that is. All right. Beside the sea, oh, it's a sea, not a lake. Beside the sea, on Mr. Pepper's place, there lived a cow, a donkey, a sheep, a pig, and a tiny little mouse. They all look like they're barn animals, aren't they? Now, look at that picture, and I want you to ask yourself, what is different about those animals? Do you think this book is a real book, or do you think it is a fantasy book? Could it happen for real? Is it for real, or is it fantasy fiction? Look at them. If you said this is a fiction book or a fantasy book because the animals are walking on two legs, you are correct. And I see the pig carrying an umbrella. I've never seen a pig do that. And a sheep has some wool that he's knitting. I've never seen a knitting sheep before. No. So let's find out about this book. Where do you think, here's another prediction, where do you think the animal friends are going? From the first picture we saw and from thinking about the title of the story, where do you think the animal friends are going? Zayden, you're right, on a boat ride. Okay. They were good friends, and one warm sunny morning, for no particular reason, they decided to go for a row in the bay. All right, that means they're going to row the boat. Go for a boat ride. Do you know who sank the boat? Let's see. Well, here's the boat, and there are the animals. Now, let's go back to this first page where we get a good look at those animals. Look at the sizes of the animals and the shapes of the animals, and think about what would need to be put in a boat to make it sink, besides putting a hole in the boat. So who do you think is going to sink the boat? Will it be that big fat cow? Would it be that humongous donkey? Would it be that fluffy sheep? Would it be that fat pig? Or would it be that teeny little mouse? I wonder who. All right, who's going to be the first one to get in the boat? Was it the cow who almost fell in when she tilted the boat and made such a din? Uh-oh. Look at the cow. Look at it. It looks like she's afraid to get in the boat. I think it's the cow. I think the cow's going to sink the boat. Nobody's going to be able to get a ride in the boat. No, it wasn't the cow who almost fell in. Do you know who sank the boat? Well, if it wasn't that big fat cow, it's got to be that great big donkey, right? Let's find out. Oh, that donkey's having a hard time getting in. Was it the donkey who balanced her weight, who yelled, "I'll get in at the bow, at the bow before it's too late"? All right, this is about a boat has two parts, a stern and a bow. That's the front and the back. All right, so there he is. He's trying to get in on the boat. Oh my goodness! Now let's look at the water. Okay, and you see the boat right there, and you see where the water is. If something is going to sink, the water would be higher and higher and higher. So right now it's not sinking, but let's see what's going to happen when the donkey gets in. I know it's going to sink. I know it's going to sink. I was wrong. No, it wasn't the donkey who balanced her weight. Do you know who sank the boat? Well, if it wasn't those great big ones, I don't know. Now, let's see where the water is. It's getting a little bit higher. I don't think it's going to be able to take on very much more weight. Was it the pig, as fat as butter, who stepped in at the side and caused a great flutter? Oh my goodness. Pigs are fat, you know. Oh, look at it. The boat is tilting. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's holding on. She doesn't want to sit. No, it wasn't the pig, as fat as butter. Well, if the pig didn't do it, and the cow didn't do it, and the donkey didn't sink it, who do you think sank the boat? Look at the boat. Look at the water. Oh my goodness. There's nothing left. The boat is really, really sinking. There's no room for the pig. The sheep. There's no room for the sheep. Was it the sheep who knew where to sit to level the boat so she could knit? Uh-oh, so the sheep thinks she's going to do some knitting while she's on the boat. And she says she knows exactly where to sit to balance everything out. But I kind of think, Miss Sheep, you get in that boat, it's going down. Okay. Look at how they can't all fit in that boat. They're just squish, squish, squish. No, it wasn't the sheep who knew where to sit. Do you know who sank the boat? Well, there's nobody left, and they're already just about underwater. There's nobody left but the mouse, and the mouse is just a teeny little thing. The mouse couldn't do it. So I have no idea. Maybe a bull is going to come along from out of the barn and sit on it. And that would really sink the ship. Yeah, I think so. Was it the little mouse? Nah. The last to get in? Who was the lightest of all? Could it be him? There he is. He's jumping on there. But there's no space left. No nothing. He's going to have to sit on somebody's head because there's no space in the boat for him to sit. He's too light. He couldn't sink the boat. You do know who sank the boat. Oh my goodness. Who sank the boat? You're right, Kennedy. It was the little mouse. Do you think they're going to get to go on a boat ride? No, you're right. They cannot go on their boat ride. Look, he's not going to be able to knit. His wool is all wet and hanging down. And look at their faces. They don't look very happy as they're leaving, and they're all wet and droopy. Poor thing. It was the mouse. Well, and look, they left the umbrella. Pig's umbrella is out there. An oar is out there. They all fell in the water, and they just came on back to shore. Oh, that's a cute book. So who sank the boat? Right, it was the little mouse, because the boat couldn't take on any more weight. It didn't matter if the mouse was small. It's just if there's no space left, boom, that's it. And they all toppled over. So I hope you made some good predictions. I hope you got your predictions right. I got mine wrong, didn't I? I thought it was going to be the big animals that would sink the boat. Now, our last story has some of the same animals that we saw in the first story, Who Sank the Boat. And this book is called Barn Dance, okay? And it's written by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archibald. And it's illustrated by Ted Rand. And the publisher is Square Fish. Now, in this story, you can make predictions, but parents, I want us to encourage imagination. And I chose this book because this time of the year, we're using a lot of imagination, things that we could think that would happen, because that's why we call it a magical time of the year. We're using our imaginations, and these things, can they happen? So let's find out what's going to happen at this barn dance. If I can turn the pages, okay. By looking at the pictures, do you think this story takes place in the daytime or nighttime? Correct. It's nighttime. You think it's nighttime because look how dark it is, and I see the moon up there, and I see a few stars twinkling in the sky as well. All right, there's a full moon, and here's the barn. It says, "Full moon shining, shining big and bright, pushing back the shadows and holding back the night. Not a thing stirring, quiet as could be, just the whisper of the leaves on the cottonwood tree." So it's nighttime and everything is quiet. They're on the farm. Oh, hound dog, whining as his sleep, dreaming after rabbits in a game of hide and seek. Over in the farmhouse, all the lights are out. Farmer and his wife and kids not a one about. All right, so the dog is asleep and the dog is dreaming. Do you remember what the dog was dreaming? Yes, he was dreaming that he was catching rabbits. Let's see how many chasing rabbits. Let's see how many rabbits he has in his dream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he dreamt 5 rabbits. But I wonder, looks where those rabbits seem to be going. He's asleep, but the rabbits seem like they're going somewhere. Is that close to where is that the barn? Let's see what's going to be happening in the barn. All except, so everybody and everything is quiet and asleep. All except the skinny kid with questions in his head, much too full of wonderment to spend the night in bed. He was up and about and listening. All right, there he is. He got out of his bed and he's looking out of his window. I wonder, what do you think he is going to do? Is he just going to look at the stars and moon? Or do you think he is just going to look until he gets tired and go back to bed and go to sleep? Or do you think he might get up and go out the window? Let's find out and see if your prediction is right. You know what animal that is? It's an owl. And an owl is called a nocturnal animal. It comes out at nighttime. So it sleeps during the day and it's up and awake at nighttime. When the night owl said, "Come a little closer, come a little closer, listen to the night, there's magic in the air." Oh my goodness. Can owls talk? I only thought owls said, "Hoo, hoo." But this owl was telling the little boy to come a little closer. And there was magic in the air. Oh my goodness. Then the skinny kid heard it faint begin, a plink, plink, plink on the wind's violin, coming from the cornfield, sweet and soft and low, music honeyed up by the old scarecrow, a plinking on the fiddle strings to tune 'em up just so. Now wait a minute. The little boy's getting out and he said something about a scarecrow playing on a fiddle. Now, he's really using his imagination, because I've never seen a scarecrow play on a fiddle before. A fiddle is like a violin. It's a stringed instrument. There he is. Oh, there he is. And it seems as if he's playing and he's calling all of the animals. You see all the animals coming into the barn? What are they coming in the barn? Even the skunks are coming. The scarecrow tucked the fiddle underneath his chin and fiddled out a welcome to all his country kin. He fiddled through the woods and fields and all around the farm, fiddling everybody come to a hoedown in the barn. Oh, so they're going to have a hoedown. A hoedown is a good old country dance. All right, let's see if these animals can dance. Well, if a scarecrow can play a fiddle, these animals can dance. And remember, it's in our imagination. There was so much chit and chatter when the critters all arrived that no one saw the skinny kid oozled in and hide just in time to hear the crow call the dance begin. Grab yourself a partner and jump right in. Do you see the skinny kid? Do you see him over here? Yeah, he's got a great seat in the house. He's out in behind, up in the hayloft. All right. Sounds like they're about to have a good old square dance, a hoedown. Oh, look at them. Yes, they are. Right hand, left hand. All around you go. Now back to back, your partner in a do-si-do. Males to the center for a curtsy and a bow. And brave there, skinny kid, show the old cow how. Uh-oh. So he got found out. So just like the mules, I said males, the mules had to come to the center of the curtsy. Curtsy means to bow. Okay. And now they're inviting the little boy to come and dance with the cow. Everybody has a partner. When you do a square dance, everybody has a partner. So everybody's partnered. All the animals are partnered all. I'm glad a skunk is partnered with a skunk because I don't think I would want to partner with a skunk. No. Out came the skinny kid, a ticking and a talking, and a humming and a yeeing and a rocking and a socking. And he danced his little toe through a hole in his stocking. Uh-oh, he's dancing so hard that he punched a hole in the toe of his stocking. He only has one stocking on. One sock on. I wonder whatever happened to his other one. They look like they're enjoying themselves. Look at their faces. Look at the scarecrow's face. Look at the geese's face. They're happy. They're enjoying this hoedown. He leaped the apple barrel and the pumpkins in a pile. And he showed them how to wagon wheel barnyard style. Now rock it to the moon and powder puff your noses and hurry home to your mama on your little pink toesies. Uh-oh. So the scarecrow was telling them maybe it's time for you to go home now. You've danced a lot. They all look kind of tired too. They've been dancing and everything. Do you see any animals in this story that was in our other story? There's a mouse. There's a pig. There was a cow. We saw the cow. There's a cow. And there was a mule. A mule's kind of like a donkey. Yep. The only thing I don't see is a sheep. 5 times, 10 times, 15, 20. Now spin once again, and that's a plenty. But the fat little pigs whirled round and round till they got so dizzy that they all fell down. Uh-oh. But I'm sure they didn't hurt themselves. They're having fun. Sometimes when you're running and you're having fun, you fall down, but you get up, brush yourself off. It was just accidents. Uh-oh. I hear the owl again. He didn't go to the dance, did he? The sky was warming up for the coming of the day when the skinny kid heard the night owl say, "Morning's coming closer, morning's coming closer, the magic time is over, night'll soon be gone." Uh-oh. And nighttime is the magical time. So maybe the magic will be gone. Maybe the imagination will be gone. So he's got to go home. Uh-oh. The dog is waking up. I hope your little boy doesn't get caught. The old dog stretched and blinked a sleepy eye, just a blink too late to see the skinny kid slip by. So he didn't see the little boy. He's going back in the house. He tiptoed through the kitchen and tiptoed up the stairs, as quiet as a feather on a breath of air. Why do you think he's tiptoeing? Why do you think he's going so quietly? Correct. He doesn't want anyone to hear that he's been up and out. He doesn't want to wake his parents. He hummed a little do-si-do and flopped himself in bed with the wonders of the barn dance dancing in his head. So there he is. The sun is up. I thought he would be sleepy by now. But look at his face. He looks wide awake. He got him an apple, and that's it, where he danced himself out of his toe out of his sock. And he's remembering all the wonderful, magical things that he had seen and they did in the barnyard. And that's the end. I hope you like that story. It's nice for us to use our imaginations. When we use our imagination, it will take us places that we would not normally go. It's in our mind, so it's fun. I like this time of the year. It's a magical time of the year. It's a wonderful time of the year. It's a wonderful time of the year. I see children are happy and trees shining bright. Menorahs and candles are glowing at night. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most glorious time. It's the most magical time of the year. Enjoy this holiday season, you guys. It's a wonderful time of the year. See you next year in 2022. Bye-bye. I wish you well.